I think here the major thing is planning yourself. That salary you get every month, don't think that it's a small amount. Just take a certain percent, buy Safaricom shares. Take a certain percent, buy KCB shares. Don't look for a huge amount to start investing. You get your 50,000, do a minimum bond. Once you have arranged, can you imagine buying a bond every month, engaging your 50,000 every month? After 3 years, I'm telling you, you will do an early retirement. You can retire, go be doing your other things outside here with peace. So my name is Jane Nyansiri. I'm a mother of 2 girls. I work for Sterling Capital as an investment advisor. My advisory majors in investing in bonds and shares, and that is what I do basically for a life. My greatest inspiration in life is family, seeing a happy family, seeing my children grow well to be great women in this life, and also seeing other families grow well and in peace. I have been in the bond market for the last 10 years. What inspired me to concentrate me more on bonds was the impact that I saw it give many investors, the impact that I saw it give many corporates, because most corporates invest in bonds. So I used actually to see the way they're getting high returns, the way the individuals are getting high returns, and I started to concentrate more on bonds because I was going through a challenge since my daughter suffers from a condition that needed me more to be with her most of the time than being at work. So I started to understand it deeper so that I could align myself, I could align my investments so that I'm able to get this free time to take care of my child in the hospital. That is why I went deeper into the bond markets, and I have seen it benefit me even more. My daughter suffers from sickle cell condition. This is a blood-related condition. This condition makes her to suffer more because her immunity system is compromised. So most of the time she gets attacks, infections. Most of the time she has to be transfused because due to the infections her blood count goes even lower. So she has to be admitted, like most of the time. We can't go for 2 months before she's admitted. So because of this, I realized that even if I was in employment, my daughter needed me even more. She needed me more. My employer also needed me. So I had to look for a way of managing my daughter more than being with my employer, because I didn't want to see her suffer. And again, my employer here needed me, but now I decided, let me just walk out and take care of my child and give her more time. Okay, the fear was there, definitely. I can remember even my colleagues, even the chairperson, even the CEO himself convinced me not to do it, but I had made up my mind. But I knew that I had planned myself well, and I knew that God will stand for me, and I knew that I'll always be there for my daughter. But I think here the major thing is planning yourself. That salary you get every month, don't think that it's a small amount. Just take a certain percent, buy Safaricom shares. Take a certain percent, buy KCB shares. Don't look for a huge amount to start investing. You get your 50,000, do a minimum bond. Once you have arranged, can you imagine buying a bond every month, engaging your 50,000 every month? After 3 years, I'm telling you, you will do an early retirement. You can retire, go be doing your other things outside here with peace. And the people with the mental thing, don't be scared. I was so scared to quit. Remember, I had not mentioned this earlier. I had lost my husband. I was all alone with a child suffering from a condition. And daring quitting work, you can imagine the way it is. But I knew that with the bonds, with the shares, with all the skills in the stock market, I will manage. And I'm managing, and I encourage anyone going through thinking whether to quit or not. Don't pressurize yourself, but plan. Have a plan, have an investment plan. You plan yourself with a little money. Don't look for huge amount of money. Just the little one that you're getting, you'll be able to manage. Okay, let's maybe understand what a bond is first. A bond, actually, basically, for us to be able to understand it, is a loan that the common mwananchi gives to the government. It reaches a point when the government needs funds, and for them to get these funds, they have to borrow from us, from me and you. And borrowing from me and you, we loan them money, and they give us back an interest. Yes, it is a medium term investment that will give me and you or an investor an interest. For you to be able to buy a bond, the first thing you need to do is opening an account. You need to open an account with the Central Bank of Kenya. You just walk into Central Bank of Kenya, don't fear, it is a bank like any other. Walk in there with a copy of your ID, a copy of your KRA PIN certificate, and 2 passport photos. Once you are at the Central Bank of Kenya, tell them that you've gone there to open a CDS account. So they'll be able to open for you an account. From after an account is opened, actually they'll notify you. They send you a text message confirming that the account has been opened, and they give you the account details. Once you get the account details, now you will sit down as an investor, plan yourself. Now understand what you want, because they have treasury bills and treasury bonds. Treasury bills are short term. They take a maximum of 1 year. They are actually split into 3. They have a 3-month, they have a 6-month, and a 12-month. And for the treasury bonds, actually those are long term. Actually, the highest tenure they have is for a 30 year. You can even do a bond for 30 years. So for the bonds, they do from 1 year to 30 years. So once your account is opened, sit down, analyze yourself. You know the funds you have. You know what you're going to do with those funds. If you want a short one, go for treasury bills. If it's a long term, you'll now go for bonds. After you know what you want now, you will wait now for Central Bank to offer now, because they normally issue those bonds every month. For treasury bills, they do them every week. So you will check with them. Actually, they normally advertise on their website or our Kenyan Gazette, Nation Standard. You will check there once they have done the announcement. After the announcement now, you will be able to apply for the bonds. And the good thing, you can do it from the comfort of your phone. Yes, they have an app that enabled you to apply the bonds from your phone, or you can engage a stockbroker like me to do the application for you. The least amount that you can have for you to do the investment is 50,000 shillings only. The interest normally depends on the demand and supply during that period. Yes, it's not fixed. As I've told you earlier, I do advisory on shares and bonds. So you're also free to to invest in shares, which is also has a very high return of investments. This is an investment, this is a risk investment. I'm saying risk because you could buy shares today, Safaricom shares today at 40 shillings, but tomorrow they go down to 35 shillings, but you don't have to fear because that is how the market works. It fluctuates, it can go high, you can get high returns sometimes. Sometimes the returns, your value of the shares go down, but you don't need to fear because they always appreciate. Now when you buy today Safaricom at 35 shillings, tomorrow it goes to 30, don't fear because they always they'll go up. They fluctuate sometimes due to some reasons, external forces, political or any other. So continue buying shares. You see them going down, you don't panic. In fact, that is the time you need to add more so that you can average now the price to a lower figure. So let's continue investing, and for you to buy shares, you also need to open a CDS account. So for shares CDS account, you don't have to go to central bank again. No, this one you go to NSE member firms. Yeah, the Nairobi Securities Exchange has member firms. We call them the other name stockbrokers. So you just walk in to any stockbroker and ask them to open for your CDS account. And the process for CDS accounts, there are requirements you need. It's a copy of your ID, a copy of your PIN certificate, and 2 passport photos. And this one, I can also actually help since I'm working for one of the members of Nairobi Securities Exchange. And actually for me to help, I can give you my contacts. My telephone number is 0722 693229. I also offer free consultants in investing in shares at the Nairobi Securities Exchange. So you can reach me on 0722 693229. I also have a WhatsApp group where we learn more on investing in shares, where you get the daily reports. I'm able to update you how the companies are performing. So you could also join our WhatsApp group, where you'll be able to learn more on investing in the stock market. And we're also planning for a Zoom class, which will be communicated soonest. So welcome, and continue investing in shares. Let's empower ourselves, continue investing in bonds. Let's empower ourselves, let's empower our children. Let's have a good life.